This is a new entry-grade RX-78-2 Gundam. The front is just a very cheap-looking 3D model picture with messy information. On the bottom, we get a look of what will it look like once assembled. On the right side, we can see all the runners here, not a lot, just 4 pieces in total, more pictures of the assembled kit. The top is the same as the bottom, and the left side is just some warning. Here is everything come in the box, 1 instruction manual and 2 bags of runners. The cover art and the picture showing all the runners, this is pretty standard modern Gunpla kit's manual. The back has some background information of the suit and the ad for the HG Revive Gundam and Zaku. Okay, now let's start assembling. One selling point Bandai advertised a lot is how easy and quick you can assemble this kit without any modeling tools. So I got a timer, prepared my bare hands to see whether if their claim is true. They say you can just push the parts out. Yeah, you can do that, but here are a few things you need to beware of. Not all parts can be easily pushed out. Some require a lot of strength or a certain angle of force. Since plastic is very breakable, even with human hands, this will cause problems. Here I was acting clumsy and all, used too much force on the antenna, and it broke. Yeah, a pretty dumb move on my part, but such a thing will not happen if I just used a nipper instead of doing what Bandai's recommended way. If you are going to use your hands to assemble this kit, learn from my dumb mistake. Observe the part you are about to push out, don't put the force on the vulnerable points. Now I recommend you to use a nipper, at least to cut off the fragile tiny parts, so things like this will not be happening. This assembly process is about what I expected. This product got a lot of hype when it was first announced because this kit is going to use the minimum amount of parts to achieve a very good color separated kit. I was very excited about this kit too. And it does not disappoint me at all. How exactly does Bandai uses the minimum amount of parts is to make giant pieces and expose different sections of the same piece to make you feel like there are more pieces. Like the 2 exhaust ports on the chest and the collar is actually the same part. Spoiler alert, the assembly process took less than 70 minutes, all thanks to the small amount of parts I needed to take care of. And the color separation is as good, if not better, than the high-grade Revive 78 Gundam. Pretty nice. How little time does it take to assemble this kit is genuinely really cool, considering in most cases how good is a kit roughly equals to how many parts does it have, roughly equals to how many time you are going to spend. Of course, you will be needing more time if you use some tools instead of ripping these pieces apart like a savage, me. But the fact it does not have that many parts means you will still build it much faster than most high-grade kits. Just like that, finished assembly. Now get my model cement, prepare the broken antenna for repairing, and stick them back on. Not the prettiest job I have done on sticking stuff back, but this will do for this OOB review. I will also be having a painted review for this kit too. One huge problem you will notice right away if you use your hand is the knobs. Like these guys, yeah, pretty noticeable. They are so prominent, it's almost like they are some sort of weird details instead of knobs. But this is completely avoidable if you just used a nipper. The color separation on this kit does include the important color area, but there is still a few places you can paint some color to level up the detail. The exhaust ports on the knee armor, the circle thingy on the feet, legs and arms, and also on the shield, you can paint them gray. And there are those exhaust ports on the both sides of the head, you can paint them black. Time to check the articulation. The head can do a 360, gently move it around, don't want to break the antenna I just glued down. It can turn up surprisingly well. This would be perfect for the classic last shot pose. Unfortunately, it can only look down that much. The arm can turn all the way around, no problem at all. You can also bring it up to the top, but I did not notice the joint for that during the shot, so here's a picture. The arm can do a 120 with only one joint. The hand is the normal performance for a single ball joint. The torso and the weight can move quite a bit, forward like this, backward like that. The legs are blocked by the front skirt armor. I can't really get it up anymore here. You can bend the leg almost 180 degrees, pretty nice. The feet can turn every direction with a great degree, though it is one piece with no extra small articulations. The articulation overall is some of the best among 144 scale kit, but this good articulation is only for major body parts, not things like 3 separate moving pieces on one foot to do small movement. Very suitable for Bandai's idea in making this kit. Use the minimum to do the best. The price is 770 yen. At the time of me making this video, this kit will cost you around $7. The color separation is good, the assembling process is such a pleasure, and you can play with it a lot since its articulation is just fantastic. Definitely a steal if you can buy it at this price. But this is a big but. Since you know what's happening all over the globe and Bandai's production just cannot keep up with the demand at all, in most regions you cannot really buy it at a reasonable price in stock, or it is completely unavailable. I have seen people selling this kit for pretty insane prices. Yeah, it is good, but not a $20 good. The major selling point of this thing is cheap, after all. So if you want to have one, pre-ordering would make much more sense. I checked a few common websites for the Gunpla shopping, and they all have pre-orders for this kit. So that's about it. Great kit, great price, but bad timing to come out. Get it if you can. Oh, one last thing. I'm also going to do a painted review on this kit too. Here's a teaser picture for that. See y'all next time.